where Maxidents happen. My name is Max. You thought it was probably going to be something like Tim, but no, my name is actually Max. And today, even though you're looking at a blue screen, I am playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, or Ultimate Deluxe, whatever the hell it was. I don't know if it'll be a pleasure yet, but you can hang out and watch. Because right now, this is live on Thursday, December 9th. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please think about it. Because then you can get the notification to know when I go live. And you can join in on all the fun. Let's see. Sorry about the blue screen. I'm just downloading a game really quick. And we're back. We're picking subtitles. We're gonna go English. English. Oh. Have I played the Stanley Parable before? No, I haven't. Oh my god, that's so dark! That's gonna be so dark! Come on! That's insane. Holy shit. Oh, do I want it that dark? Like, honestly, that's insane. Like, come on, I can barely see it now. Okay, now I can barely see it. That, I can see it. Like, I guess technically that would be like... What counts as barely visible, though? Like, barely visible that you can't make out what it is? Or... more to the right? No, because that'd be so bright. You know what? We're just gonna go Giga Darkness. We can't see shit. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. No. I'm not doing that. No. Let's see. We'll go there. We'll go middle. Alright? That's what I'll do. That looks fine to me. Yeah, halfway's good enough. Please enter the current time? Oh, fuck me. Oh, wait. Once it turns 5:04 for me, I'll hit confirm. Waiting. It probably just turned 5:03. So I'm going to be here for another, like, 45 seconds. But I'm going to wait. We will get the time on point. I am not looking away from the top left corner of my phone. It's going to happen. Yeah, there it is. It happened. Alright. Got it. We did it. Can be accessed from the main menu. That's nice. Okay. Oh boy. Right on. Let's begin the game. The end is never. The end is never the end. The end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's
Seven
job
away from
was
the best
simple.
one.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I guess that's when we stand up and get out of the office. Hey, Blade. I didn't want to talk during the cutscene. What? Looks like we have a message. What's the message? Oh. Okay, L2 is crouch. What? Alright, that when I hit X, it's clicking something. So, okay, L1 and L2 both do this. Sorry if that was a little pukey. I hate Mondays too.
Friendlies! Friendlies!
Friendlies. Oh shit. Can I play Deep Rock on this? Can I? Hang on. I'm gonna type it in. JoeyRockCK.org. I think so. I think it could handle DRG. It couldn't handle Minecraft, that's for sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
they also hate
missed a
Mondays.
memo.
Maybe I did miss a memo. Do I think?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't see what that, yeah, I can't see what that says. Oh, no! I should have seen that coming. There's not even buttons on there like that. How you been, Blade Master? Oh. It's a list of all the people having affairs in the office. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Probably go this way. Okay. It's not even a keyboard. I've been alright. Little damn chilly, but been alright. This just came out for free this month on PlayStation, so figured I'd give it a shot. Can I open this? Come on. Come on. Damn it. Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Don't tell me where to go, Blade Master. I make my own path.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Why does this look
just to spend
familiar?
a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
This looks like the floor
Yes,
plan for an abandoned building.
Really
Hey, well,
worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
yeah, thanks for interrupting me, douche.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Or because you wouldn't let nobody have a conversation. Could you please be quiet?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
No. I just want a chance to explain why I think this room is funny. Okay. So in DayZ, when you go into certain houses, one of the floor plans looks like this, where it's like an open area and then a sunk-in den like this, with usually this would be tossed over in the center. And I thought it was funny because for some reason this room looked familiar to me. And then that jerk cut me off like 4 times. I guess I'll leave now.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Ooh. That doesn't
Stanley
make that
was so
noise.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No, just your instructions, buddy. Ooh, a card? Let me see if I can find a card. Where's the card at? Yeah, I'll die. This thing? Yeah, if I jump off, I'll die. $5,000 penalty. Will cause death. Oh, I can't go back in the office? Nike. Damn. Above the bridge thing. What bridge thing? Oh boy. I almost just fell off right then. Alright. Oh, okay, so that...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Nice.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. One second. Messaging two-tone real quick. He ain't feeling good. We were gonna stream today, but he said he was feeling shitty, so he's a little sick, a little sicky. Where am I? Oh, I'm back in the office. Okay. Now can I touch things? Alright, alright, here. I got rock and stone. Yeah. Yeah, I've never played this. I just died for the first time, Two-Tone. How are you? Glad you're alive, brother. Oh, alright, ready? Alright, this works for the computer. I know this. I looked it up. No. Okay, there we go. That cop. SUBSCRIBE space AND space. Hell yeah, man, go get those mids. LIKE.com. LikeandSubscribe.com.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, okay, this time. Oh, the door. It's the door. It's the door. Ah, the door with the plant in front of it. I like it. Let me in.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Let me in. 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 All right, fine. Fine. You have your little club. I'll make my own.
When Stanley came to a set of two...
Whoa.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it about passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Using slides to assure employees that everything's okay. Is a slick blue graphic header. Pretty sure I've used that header too when I used to do projects. Right on. Broom closet? We can go in the broom
Stanley
closet.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You sure? What if there is something?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Yes, everyone is unique. You most of all. 100%.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh, Rockin' Stone. He said, "Fuck all the fancy way."
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah,
Standing
man.
around doing nothing?
Yeah, man.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Brother, if you can hear me, it's because I just want to see if I can touch something.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
But it is of significance because you see that pressure washing handle right there? That right
Maybe
there.
to you, this is somehow its own branching path.
It is.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll
I'm
say,
trying to.
"Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Do y'all find this concerning? I don't know. I'm not concerned about it.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yo, Two-Tone, did he just no-face on me? Like,
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's
What?
going on right now. You're dead.
The accusations are
You got to
lies,
the broom
people.
closet,
You gotta,
explored
don't
it a
listen
bit,
to him.
And we're just about
Please.
to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright, that was good. That was fun. That's good. Oh, that's funny. Blade, I'm not a drug addict. Jeez. I mean, I smoke, but not cigarettes. But no, this right here is an Easter egg to my power washing stream. Go check it out. I was playing Power Wash Simulator. It was great.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You, too? Unbelievable. You're at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Anything? Is it like a mouse?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure, let's go to the bosses. I gotta pee. Chat, you can watch, but I'm muting. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. What? Whee! What's this way? Oh gosh. What is that? I can't see. Hi, something. Hi, someone. Oh, yeah. Okie dokie.
But Stanley
I just want to sit here and huff the fumes.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors
That's what I was wondering as well.
behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
But I didn't
what
yell.
a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
all these rooms do look a little crazy.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Woo! He
Now
finally
the voice
did
was
this?
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought
That is
it
a little
all
weird,
very
Stanley.
odd, and wondered
Max
if
is
this
not
voice
crazy.
spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
I don't
this
talk
voice
to
was
ghosts,
a part of
man.
himself
I
too.
swear,
surely,
there's people
surely,
there.
if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
Yeah, see?
and my job. All I
She said
want
she's
is
not
my
a
life
ghost, she's a real
exactly
woman.
the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Just ancient.
I am okay.
Because
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
oops. Because they're chatting, like you are.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
That's gonna be me.
Although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that...
Oh, cool. So Blade Master, if they're watching on PlayStation like Jess is, it pops up as like a little thing on there. That's why you can't hear them. Unless you mean you can't hear the game audio. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, like that. Crazy people do look like me sometimes.
Moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Every once in a while.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Yeah.
It was comforting to think this. And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel
Or for them,
better.
it just pops up as like a big
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled
sensor
for
bar.
that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Well, that's nice.
And then she turned and ran.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad that she ran. Blade Master, you think I'm like the craziest one of all. That's true. Crazy is more fun. Sometimes. I am Max. Very true. Alright.
All of his coworkers
That is correct,
gone.
Blade.
What could
I
it
am
mean?
Max.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Welcome to the channel.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
It's not very
But of
secret.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
Incredible.
into the newly
Incredible.
opened passageway.
This is a reticle. Where's the passageway? It's fucking dark. Oh, wow, yeah, that's obvious. Wow, yeah, that's obvious. Okay. I just didn't fucking turn around like a dum-dum. Guess we're going down. Wow, that got dark. Like, graphically dark. I mean, like, brightness. You know what I mean.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It
I
was
did?
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I'm sure it wouldn't. Whoa.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Can I not go do that? Yeah, come on. I wanna. Yeah, let's do escape.
Although this
Escape.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Blade, I always kiss the homies goodnight. Two tones of homie.
The door
Give me the
behind
old
him was
forehead
not
kiss every
shut.
night.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
No? What if I just dug up? I don't want to die, so no. It scared me. I forgot there was a pole there. Did he say knowingly choosing death or unknowingly choosing death? Because...
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
What? Alright. Let's do it. That's a big button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Whoa.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored.
That was
in this
weird. That one,
place
like,
where
changed.
freedom meant nothing.
That was crazy. Should always kiss the homies goodnight, though. The homies are what keep you going, man. Like for Stanley, all these employees, or maybe probably 4 of these employees, were his homies. And that's why he kept going. And now, hopefully, maybe Stanley can free the homies. Because looks like something happened to him. We don't care about the rest of the motherfuckers.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's all I can do.
No.
I want to jump.
He
But
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I just got a trophy. And then another trophy for getting my first trophy. That's great. The first trophy was, you can't jump. And the next trophy was, you got your first trophy. That's great. Oh shit, where am I?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, it's probably in here. Wait, what's down here? Oh, nothing? That's a... Why? Why? Just why? 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 Wait. That's 5. 1, 2. 5's there. 1, 2. Which one's that one? 3, 4. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. Alright. 1. Damn it, come on. 2. Oh. I probably have to go into the facility power, maybe. That might be what I have to do. Dude, are those kids still in your basement? I'm telling you, man. Or are these new ones?
And when at last he found the source of the...
Right on. Right on. Interrupted his ass for once. Ha ha! Motherfucker.
blackness and a... Was it over?
And he's back. The same kids? Jesus.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Well,
and yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Blake, could you let him go?
Where had his co-workers gone?
'Cause I really don't like
How
talking
had he
about
been
your basement
freed
full
from
of
the
kids.
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Ooh. Oh,
the feeling
cutscene.
of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay. And then we're gonna wake up back in the job. Beat the game? I just got a trophy that said beat the game. What? The end is never the end. Holy shit, we're back. Alright, let's go through the garage.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Yeah,
to go
right,
to
Jess?
the
That's
meeting room.
quick.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright guys,
When
thanks for
Stanley
coming to the
came to a
stream.
set of two open
Catch you
doors,
next
he had-
time. Didn't realize I was going to beat the game in an hour, but it was great. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go through the garage.
This was not
Let's
the
see what
correct
this
way
does.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Yep.
first, just to admire it. Wow.
So you can
Yes,
see this in a
room.
certain map if you play
beautiful
DayZ.
room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
Like
Life
this would
without having
connect and go up to like
experienced
more
this room
apartments, I think.
was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to find the key card for that thing. No, it's DayZ. Just DayZ. It's a survival game that has zombies in it. It's a rough survival game if you play on the official servers. But there's custom servers where you can jump on and it's a little easier to survive, get weapons. You might run into more people. Maybe. You don't run into people too often. You run into zombies more often than not on DayZ. But when you run into people, it's fun.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've
No,
been
it's definitely
neglecting,
different than
Stanley.
7 Days to Die.
Someone you've forgotten
Definitely different
about.
than 7 Days,
Please,
Jess.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I realized what bridge you were talking about, Blade. Alright, let's go.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone.
Alright, chat.
Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got
the
what
walkway,
I
yep.
wanted. Stanley went around touching
realized
every
it.
little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this
All
was
right,
not
back
the
this
correct
way.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Ow,
knew it
that's a
perfectly
wall.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
Nice.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
There's gotta be a key card or something, right? Because I keep seeing these doors with key card slots, and I just... Alright, let's
Oh,
see.
thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Yes,
So
I
that I
am.
really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices.
Ahmad,
The
what's
two of
going
us
on?
always
Welcome to
trying
the
get
stream.
somewhere that isn't here, running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Yes, that is
Don't
my
you
name.
See that it's killing us, Stanley.
But you can call me Max
I
for
wanted
short.
To stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
No? Ah, damn. I was kind of hoping. Wait, let's run this corner though. All right. I missed the part with the other video games.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What did I miss? Oh, was I? If anything, I'd probably kill myself.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Okay. So I'm gonna make that into a short, and I'm gonna tag it with a bunch of ASMR stuff. ASMR, relaxing music, relaxing lights, relaxing sounds. The only unusable door that has something special to it is door 430. 430? Ah, damn, I was clicking 420. What a ding-dong. Huh. I appreciate the trophy advice. Thank you. Or the trophy hint. Oh, no, it'll just be this of the game doing this.
No,
cool.
Wait. Where are you going?
I thought there was...
Right. Where were we?
Oh, hey. Check it out. POV. You're listening to music on a Windows 95. Boom. That'll be another one. Ha ha ha. How long do we gotta sit here? Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna keep repeating. Alright, that was nice, bud.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Slowly.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Wow, Blade Master, that's rude.
Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Thought I would have said something. Oh. Good save. That's what I would say too.
No!
Ow!
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. No. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please,
yeah, that
I'm
would have
asking
been
you not to take
trophy.
this away from
Maybe
me.
if I jump off again, it'll be another
I was
trophy.
before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Nah. Still the same light show. I'm good.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the
Yeah,
situation
trophies. This is
correctly?
PlayStation. Like, what happens if I just go back to the room? Because it's just the same light show. Like, do something else, man. If you do something else, then, you know, maybe I'll want to hang around. But it's the same light show.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah. I know death is the only escape, don't worry. In-game, in-game.
No, perhaps not.
I mean, I'm not gonna be happy there, narrator. I don't think Stanley will be happy there. One more time.
Or maybe
All
you're
right.
just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Here we go. Oh!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yep. We're going back. Back to the sewer. Shout out to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Back to the Sewer. That was a good show. I love that. Accidentally unplugged my headphones. Okay.
Stanley knew the office layout like the... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Hit the door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No,
Hell yeah.
I can't just give these merits away for such little
Give me
effort.
the
Leave me
trophy.
5 clicks. Now,
Give
suppose
me
you
the
were to hit
trophy.
The door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Bro, I'm over 20 times. Come on.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Come on. I'm still
Perhaps
clicking it.
50 clicks will do it. Yes,
No.
almost certainly 50 clicks.
Holy shit. I'm still clicking. Give me the trophy.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Fuck. Alright, fine. So.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I better get a trophy after this, I swear to God. I swear.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Which one did he say? Which one? Hang on. 437, we did. 415. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Now, back to door number 437.
Shit.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Come on. Come on. Give me the trophy.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I can't. How do I...
Yes!
I did it!
Great!
I
You're
did it!
putting it all on the line, Stanley. I
Yeah!
like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me
Holy
a
shit,
few
I can
clicks
climb
on
it.
door 416.
416.
We've almost got it.
Come
now
on.
The copy machine, do that one again.
Come on. Where is it?
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yeah!
Yeah!
We did it!
Yeah! We got the trophy! Woo!
You really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Oh, man. We did it. Heck yeah. And this has been the how-to guide on how to get the 5 clicks on door 430 in the Stanley Parable Ultimate Deluxe. Thank you for coming to the channel where Maxidents happen. Hell yeah, I'm making a how-to video. Fuck clip farming, I'm video farming. A how-to video literally just fell in my lap. There we go. We did it. Yay! Alright, now what? Here we go. Woo! That was intense button mashing. Alright.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yep. Definitely did that. Definitely did that.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
That's the one I went to.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Madness.
It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Which way? Oof. Mm-hmm.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Yep.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Right on. Going back to the sewer. And we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
What are you doing, narrator? Are you fucking up?
Change. Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
is it?
Then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's go this way. Welcome to the back rooms. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Go. Oh, shit. All right. Okay. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see what happens. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What's going on here?
Now this...
Whoa.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley?
All right, we're
Do you know
trapped
what? since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
What up, Two-Tone?
You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so
Yay!
good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't.
I was gonna say, if it took all that for a trophy.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Boop. Two-Tone, hey, I'm gonna put out a how-to video to get a trophy in this. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be coming out soon.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make
Oh.
sure we don't get lost, I've employed the
Follow the yellow
help
brick
of the
road.
Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
It had a trademark symbol next to it in the subtitles. Why? (4B7).
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by
boy.
the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Nice. If you don't know where the story goes, just follow the yellow line. Just follow the line. Just follow the line. Just follow the yellow line. Thank you, Two-Tone. Thank you. Thank you, Two-Tone. What is peer reviews? Holy, that's a lot of peer reviews for that guy. How do I, what? How do, what? How did I get turned around somehow? No, the game, oh Jesus. I think the game's starting to screw with me. Oh, I feel like that's loud. I don't know if that's like super loud for y'all. Was that super loud for y'all? Is he humming along with it? He is. He said Stanley. Stanley. Sleep. Thank you, Two-Tone. I appreciate that. How long does this go for? Because I kind of like it, though. I kind of just want to vibe with the volume. I'm just kidding. I'm edging it. I'm not jerking or jelking, I'm edging it. Get it right, Blade. See how close it is to 100? Ah, I think I took too long on them. Alright, but I am gonna turn it down because that music was loud for me. Stanley. Ooh. Holy
Cut
shit.
the music.
Oh,
Go back
thank God.
and look at that fern.
Fern?
Stanley,
That is
this
a nice fern.
will be very important later in the story.
Why?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Did I leave it on 77, Jess? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Alright. Actually, wait. Let me go back and look at it again. Hang on. The narrator's capping. Nah, no cap. No cap zone. This is a no cap zone.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't... Can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh. Alright, is this the line? This better be the line. Let's see.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Which way? Yeah!
Now, yes,
That'd
this
been funny
is
if it was door
exciting.
430.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Stanley gets to choose.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Anything regarding the line is trademarked. That's funny as shit.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
100%.
Come, Stanley.
100%.
Our destiny awaits.
All right.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending.
Oh.
That's what this is. It's all one giant ending. Am I supposed to
That's
restart
great.
eight times?
That's
That's
crazy.
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Where's
My
the part
mind
that...
goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Are we in the parable now?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Maybe.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. Force restart. Oh, man. Two-tone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, left, okay. Hey, what's going on, Zayden? Hey, happy birthday!
Yet there was not a single person
Happy
here
birthdays
either.
for Zayden in the chat,
Feeling a
yo.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I sure did. Here we go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Jess says happy birthday. She's watching from PlayStation. So it's not popping up in that chat.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Huh. All right. Oh, okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Okay.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Right on. Let's see what happens. Nice. I don't think the narrator's ever gonna shut up, Zayden. You can try though. Good try. Whoa, we're still going.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Ah, cool,
he
we're gonna get
reflected that his
squished.
life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was
Oh?
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Or not?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh, she's the higher up.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Dude,
death
two-tone,
becomes
yeah,
meaningless,
this is
making
crazy.
life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, it's a layout of the map. That's crazy. Look at that. That's cool. Oh. Filing cabinets, like a museum. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Okay. So this is where it all starts. Stanley's office. The office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The pathway from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Ah. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Huh. Someone's playing solitaire. Ooh, employee database. Hey, there's a Max. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Hell yeah. Oh. No, I thought it was another Max. Never mind. The maintenance room. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. That action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Yet they named it Warzone. In December of 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are the screenshots of the videos we made over the announcement and the game's delay. Oh, cool. Money. Oh. From James, love the game. Oh, that's a lot of money. What the heck? Wong Yang. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March of 2012, and the third in February of 2013. Huh. I'm glad to see you guys are back to your sidebar chit chats, Blade and Zayden. Zending model. What the fuck is the Zending? The game is now paused. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Oh, really? Oh. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. But wait, no, wait, I want to do it this way. Hang on. This says exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. Okay, so there's a wall. Do-be-do-be-do-ba-do. Oh. Huh. Alright, which way do we go now? Whew. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Stanley stood on the roof. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easier.
Plus,
Stanley stood on the roof.
if the game's worth it, it's worth putting the money up for a Blade Master.
I don't know. Well, in that case, I'll tell you what.
Pirating games isn't good.
Congratulations. You did it. I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thanks. That's what it... Whoa.
What do we do now?
Office clock. And back to the credits. Okay, that all just wraps around. There's nothing to do except this. don't know how to pirate. Oh boy. Oh, there we go.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Perhaps.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
That's how they told everybody that you could probably restart the game like that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Actually, what happens? I can't go back that way now. So fucked it up.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Talk less. Hell
Feeling
yes.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
His boss's office.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley
Yep.
pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
And we go down. Now it just says the end, or now it just says loading.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Here we go. We're playing the
lights
game.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Doo-doo-doo-doo-ba. So now what's gonna happen with the story?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Ooh. Excitement. This way now? Yep.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Oh, it's
Had
true.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yup.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Oh, jeez.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Going up.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So what happens? Number 3. Come on. Damn it. How do I do that? Shit. Yeah, narrator's definitely lying. Huh. Wait. Yeah, by kinda stealing the game. Kinda stealing is still stealing.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yup.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh,
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
oh, he got me there.
Detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Here we go.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Awesome. I got it.
Moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
I got
I
it.
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying
that's
alone.
nice. Oh,
Other
damn.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
How do I?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34
think
seconds
pirating's
left.
illegal everywhere.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Let's see. There's got to be somewhere.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Damn.
This is
Oh
a
shit.
challenge.
Feds have
It's
entered
a
the chat.
tragedy.
Good looking
You
out,
wanted
Two-Tone.
to control this world, that's fine.
Two-Tone, how you feeling,
I'm
brother?
going to destroy it first.
Feeling a little better?
You can't. Take a look at the clock.
Oh,
Sam.
boy.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Feds knocking on the
No
door.
end here. Just you being blown to pieces.
They're
Will
coming
you cling
in.
desperately to your frail life?
They're
Or will you
coming
let it
in.
go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
And boom. Dang. Wonder if I would have done 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the end is never the end. No? Damn, that sucks, man. What do you think? It's like a stomach bug or something? Whatever it is, I hope you feel better soon.
All of his co-workers.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
No.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy
It just
is worth?
restarts the dialogue for it.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5
New
clicks.
content.
Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Why are you hanging out with all the sickly people? It's not good. Gotta stay away from the sick folk.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Hey,
As
thank you. It
may
was
know,
great.
The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Oh.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Ooh.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley
Whoa.
Parable, delighting audiences the
Happy
world
face.
over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in
Oh,
the
true.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm
Hang
sure
on,
it's
hang on.
just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I'm sure.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right,
Hey.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Let's see what it is.
All right.
New content, the jump
All right,
circle.
Let's see it's
Oh, hell yeah. We
the
can jump?
circle.
Ooh, we can jump! Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my god, this feels so good. Ah, this feels great. Ah. Am I not gonna be able to jump after this? Probably not. But it feels great. Hell yeah. That sucks. Ah, that sucks.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
True.
I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ooh, that's nice. What do we got?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with
That's
no respect
great.
for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance
Does it
department-
really? Hang on. Hang on. It does! It says test trophy, please ignore. Test trophy description. Replace this. One of the things is set all the setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. So you literally have to go down like one by one from 100 to like 0. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Quit the game and then start it again. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. What? What? So I'd even have to set that. That's crazy. That's it. Those are the controls. Let's see.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Let's do it.
I want to show you something.
Oh. Better be something cool. It better be something cool.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
How
So
long
I
am I gonna
made
be
something
in the
special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Nice.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
That's all it is, though.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of
That's
2013
terrible.
when the game originally
Why they
Back then,
damn.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Nominee? Oh, hey, that's when we fell out of the sky, or we came running around the city, and then we died.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like
It's
this
just the
stunning
one.
triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Ooh.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of
Then
them.
how do you
And now
discuss it, analyze
it's
it, and
nothing.
recommend it? That's quite
It's no
simple.
games
You
at
don't.
all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
That's
with
crazy.
an hour of new elevator content.
Memory zone maintenance. Okay.
Here's
I like how you
another
talked about
passage,
Skyrim.
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they
Done.
couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
That's terrible. Ba-ba-da-da-da. So now we're gonna go this way.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Ah,
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
whoa.
What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God,
Pressurized
no, Stanley.
gas
It's
reviews?
a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Probably not. Probably not. Ooh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
What?
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than
Shit, they're about to
entertaining.
piss off the narrator.
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
It's a good one. That one's not a good one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for
3.1
games
hours on record? Whoa.
For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You can
Yeah.
tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Maybe.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a
Blade,
failure.
no.
Like I let these people down.
Let's
Perhaps
not
the
do
Stanley
that.
parable
Two-tone.
isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Come on, I told you about that before, Blade.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Damn.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go.
Right.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few
Blade,
minutes, but it was
chill.
plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every...
Alright.
every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought, or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Really quick. I'm 100% fine with anybody talking shit. I'm fine with jokes or whatever. I don't like the emoji shit though sometimes. If you put a plane with two towers in my chat, I don't like that shit. We're not gonna joke about 9/11 like that. I don't like it being on the chat like that. Also, the little German flags that he would put with the guy waving his hand, don't like that. Blade, if I tell you to not do something, have the respect if you're gonna watch my stuff to not do something if I say it. That goes for everybody that watches my content. if you come in this channel, you should have the common decency to not be an asshole, not put offensive shit. It's what I expect out of all of y'all. That's why I don't put a rules thing in the fucking stream every time I start one. Because I'm hoping y'all should just know to act like a common fucking decent person. Let's get back to the game.
I'm going to say each word back and forth.
Skip.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit.
I sure as fuck did, but let me, come on, skip.
The minute I start to
Skip
go
it.
off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption...
Skip, come on, Skip.
Okay, welcome back,
Skip.
Stanley. Now, I should say
Come
that the
on,
amount of
Skip.
time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not
So what you mean you don't
unendurable by any
you don't
means,
eat
but
pork,
it's,
Skip?
well, there's really only
I
so
eat
much
everything
can
on the
ramble
hog
to
chips
myself
now.
about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at
Come on,
any rate,
Skip.
I do suggest...
Skip.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Jesus.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Right on.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door.
Thank you.
There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even...
Alright.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
Been a while.
Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yep.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even clear. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. there is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
We'll let him
I
get
lost
this
it all
blurb
in
out.
a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
And I think I'll
And when
probably
that
wrap up
feeling
the
had
stream
begun
here
to subside,
in a little bit,
what took
once
its
he's
place
done with his
is
little
what I could
spiel.
only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The
Was it now?
spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment,
Ooh,
both singular
big
and
words.
infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence.
Okay.
I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well.
Maybe.
Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
In the darkness. In the darkness. Oh, man. And then I think I get a trophy if I start the game again. Come on.
This is the story of a man named Stan.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Alrighty, well, we all know this part of the story, so I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate everyone. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much. I will catch you in the next stream. And thank you guys so much for getting closer and closer to 200 subscribers. It is fucking awesome. We're at 183 right now, and I'm so excited to hit 200. Zayden, I'll catch you later. I'm sorry I had to time out Blade, but I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm sorry I had to get all serious for a moment. I don't like doing that, but just gotta have some kind of respect. Alright, so I'll catch you guys later. Keep an eye on the channel for some videos coming out and the next stream. I will see you then, and thank you all so much for coming by the channel where Maxidents happen. Until then.